Well, aloha!
Aloha! Linwood Covenant Church.
From Maui. So welcome to the Hoppenrath's top 10 list of special memories of our time at
And it was
Linwood.
so good we turned it into a top 15 instead.
Yes.
Ha-ha.
So we promise that it will be better than Troy's very first sermon that he preached here at Linwood back in around 1999. So sit back for our top 15. Number 15. It was Troy's first full-time ministry job.
It was a good place to start, let me tell you, a good place to start. Number 14, building and designing the new youth room that is now probably it's been around a while now, and offices that were there.
Yeah, we had a stage. It was great.
Stage, yep.
Yeah. Number 13 was Carrie Jetton and Kim Buell cleaning the church and hiding things inside Sheldon and Troy's desk.
They were always playing practical jokes on us.
Yeah, you can ask Carrie about what the things were that she actually hid there.
Yeah. Attending Sunshine.
Number 12.
Number 12, Attending Sunshine. That was my first event as the youth pastor there. And we had this girl who was new to the youth group, and she ended up shaving her head. And I remember Pam Darcy said, well, you had a nice run there. And I called her mom, and it ended up being okay. But it was crazy.
Yeah, she came back with a smiley face.
Smiley face on her head.
Yeah.
Really crazy.
Yeah. Number 11 was the Spam team. Spam is really popular here in Hawaii, but not just the canned Spam, but they were called the Special People Aiding in Ministry. This was comprised of adults and student leaders.
And we are still connected to many of those people. When we go back to Minnesota, we connect with them. And it's the reason we're actually in Hawaii with Brandon Turner.
Yeah. And of course, don't forget Spam Darcy.
Spam Darcy.
Yeah.
Preaching my first sermon. It was entitled Christian Radiation. And if you want a copy of that, I think Jeremy Alseth has a cassette tape of that is available for your listening pleasures.
He's keeping it for blackmail
material.
Yeah. Number 9, beginning the youth worship team. We had our one Sunday a month that we could get up there and sing. It was great. Many of those students still play music today, and at least one former student leads worship in his church on a regular basis.
Yeah. Number 8, buying the church van, 15-passenger van. My mother-in-law drove it. We bought it in an auction in Montana, drove it all the way, and I don't know if you still have it, but yeah, that was a cool thing to have.
Yeah, yeah.
Number 7 was backpacking trips to Montana, led by my father-in-law. We had some great experiences there, and yeah, it was a good time. Many good experiences. Kids definitely got closer to God through those experiences.
Even in the bad years when we almost froze.
Yeah.
Number 6, the Spring Flings. These were the themed dinners used as a fundraisers for camp, for Chick, lots of other things. There was the Western dinner when we arrested Sheldon and you had to pass the hat to get your pastor back for Sunday morning. It really took a long time to get that.
Yeah, they didn't care.
No,
didn't care.
No. And under the sea, we had a fishing boat up in the rafters.
There might still be strings hanging from the rafters there.
And of course, the infamous Back to the 70s party.
Where we took the Westergans had a old Pinto that we bashed in the side so we could fit it through the door of the sanctuary, and then we pushed it out with smoke, and it was all kind of cool.
Fog machine,
and we had a lot of kids. It was like probably our biggest event that we had when I started there.
Yeah, we would climb in for the back and then out through the doors.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Awesome, very cool, epic. Number 5, long van rides. This was always a weird one, but we loved them. To Montana backpacks, Covenant Bible College in Strathmore, Alberta, Chick in Knoxville, Tennessee, and lots more. Great conversations along the way. A couple of CDs were thrown out the window for having bad words.
Not ours. There were a couple students. Anyway.
Sorry. Peterson's.
And the annoying songs. Every hour on long trips, I would play an annoying song. Things like I've Got You, Babe, Walking on Sunshine. I would walk 500 miles. You're unbelievable. Oh! And Mbop. Also annoying. Just very annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Not even every hour.
Yeah. And then there was Pumpkin Smash.
Number 3.
Where number 3, we had this, it got bigger and better every year. The biggest was when we put together a trebuchet, and it was like this big railroad tie, and we had weights on it, and we were flinging pumpkins. And I almost died because I took the weights off and the thing hit me in the head. I had to go to the emergency room.
Jill Erickson and I were
Yikes.
at home waiting and wondering what was taking these boys so long, and then they came stumbling in from the ER.
Yeah. I'm okay though.
Yeah. Number 2.
Number 2, Chick, Covenant High in Christ was one of the best things that we did. Kids just got to be closer to Jesus through it, and it was an awesome experience where we'd go to Tennessee, long bad rides, and
getting stuck in an elevator
with Pat Colfus and a bunch of kids. But it was great, good times. I remember a lot of those.
And finally, Number 1 in the Hoppenrath top 10 or 15
1.
list of special memories. Number 1, the lifelong connections that we've made while serving there. In Hawaii, we call that ohana, family. And I remember Jane Mathieson telling us that our first ministry job would be very special because our children would be born there. And she was right. I even remember Sherry Gibson. She always liked to steal the babies, even back then. But though many many miles have come between us all, we haven't stopped giving thanks for you.
Yeah.
And so we've laughed together. We've mourned the passing of many special people. And we're still involved with the lives of many of you. Or connections we made there. Sheldon and Jane, Ward and Teresa Ortman, Pam Darcy, Brandon Turner. In fact, he's the reason we're here in Hawaii.
So lucky us.
I teach his kids. So, yep.
So anyway, happy anniversary, Linwood. We love you guys, and here's to another 40 years.
Congratulations.
Yeah.